with y'all little podcast.
And that didn't work out.
Hold on, let me start.
After all the bad boys that I dated, I thought, you know what? Let me just date the good guy. And that didn't work out because I felt like superior to him.
It was no sexual polarity.
It just didn't work out because I felt like I was the boss. I felt
Did you find yourself snapping on him and getting a little bit more disrespectful than you normally would?
Very.
That's typically what happens.
Yeah. And I did things to him that I wouldn't do to Katie. And it's unfortunate because he's a good guy. He didn't do anything to me. The problem is that he didn't put me in my place when he should have, whenever that was supposed to happen. At some point in our relationship, he didn't put me in my place as the woman, as his woman, and he didn't show me that he can lead. So I felt like I was leading the entire household when it's really supposed to be him.
Is that not toxic femininity or not, Chris? I know you said
I'm not doing this.
toxic
We're gonna
behavior.
talk. We're gonna talk to this this clip. I'm not talking to that. We fleshed that out.
That was toxic femininity.
I think
it's in a quick form.
For one, I agree. As a man, you should be able to have to put your woman in place. But I am also looking for a woman that knows how to put herself in place. Period. Stop looking for a man to put you in place. You know what you're doing is wrong.
But if I'm a
I'm not trying to
feminist,
babysit
ain't
you.
my place where your spot is?
No, I'm not. No, fuck all that. I know we not. Fuck all that. I'm not here to babysit you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to help you. But I'm not here to babysit you. If
These
you
are
know what you're
facts.
doing is wrong, check yourself.
Yeah.
But I do agree. If you need to check your woman, check her. I agree. But it's like, yo, why are you even cognizant of this and you're talking about it? You realize how dumb that sounds?
No, it's because they all know at
mean?
some point that they had a good guy and he was a good guy and they ran him off because they wanted to be with the lit dude or the.
Maybe not ran her off. She could have just left that nigga
Bro,
because she
it's-
didn't have the respect.
You
to
see how
that
I didn't say the N word and I used another
guy,
word?
Sorry.
It's not hard to do. You went to college.
I did.
You
so?
said the N word in school?
Yes.
Like
All right, y'all
during-
continue, Dean.
My fault. I'm gonna get Hood to write a race first 10 minutes so we can be more mindful of it.
Sure.
But no, when I seen this clip, I was just like, that's what Chris said. It's just toxic behavior.
What I heard was a lack of, and the women aren't going to like this word, but
accountability.
no, a healthy degree of fear. And not fear like, oh, he's going to hit me. Not that fear. Like, stay with me. Like, fear of disappointing him, fear of talking to him in a way that he does not deserve because he will not stay with me. Like, if you're talking to a person, a man, that you already know doesn't deserve to be spoken to like that, you also have to know that he might leave you. Now, if you don't have that fear that he will leave you, women have a tendency to do what they want.
Oh, you saying that fear that he'll just walk away if you don't act right?
Right.
Okay.
That's
I
what I'm
feel like
saying, a
woman-
healthy fear that he will leave me.
I subscribe to that.
Yeah, or a healthy fear of just
It's
making
almost in
him
line-
feel negative
it's
emotions.
almost
Like,
in
you
line
shouldn't
with
want
the,
your partner to feel
with
negatively.
the competition and anxiety Kadeem was talking about. But
Similar.
I also think
They was coming at me
this
for
is
that.
such.
I'm gonna get
I
at y'all.
think
in the
y'all
comments in a
move the
second
goal.
about
Y'all are professional goalpost movers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all love to escape accountability. If a dude was good, you're gonna say, like she said, "Oh, he didn't put me in my place enough." If a dude starts to put you in your place, he's possessive.
Mm-hmm.
He's bossy. He's a narcissist. He's all that. So it's a fine line we have to walk with, y'all.
I think that
And it's
only
almost-
applies when you as a woman you're not
Like
able
what
to
you're being
recognize the person you're supposed to
Right.
respect.
You don't have a vision, right?
Right.
No,
you don't recognize that
But it's
you're in the
the
presence
man's
of someone that
job.
deserves your
It's
respect.
the man's job to have the vision. Y'all vision is about what y'all gonna do today, how y'all gonna feel good today, and that is necessary.
Right.
It is necessary to bring into a man's life because men, sometimes we fall into that. We're not thinking about today.
Right.
We get a little sucked into our big picture and whatever, and we like, yo, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and we kind of forget to be happy sometimes. I'll just speak for myself. I'll overthink because I'm thinking 2 years from now, but I need Crystal to come into my life and be like, hey, we should do this today. And I'll be like, oh man, let me just enjoy today. So that's needed.
Can we get some applause for that?
We don't.
No, it's standard behavior.
That's
right.
that's
I like it.
needed, but I think even with the good guy thing, I think y'all don't really understand how tactful men have to be. Y'all just want a man who loosely shows his aggression all the time. That's not a tough man, yo. A tough man is tough when it's time to be tough. Period. If I don't think about it like this. If I have my life together, right, why do I need to check her? If my life is in order, my life is in order so you can just be you. I might think that some of the things you're doing are in line with my future, your future, and then it might not be conducive to it. But if I'm taking care of the shit, right, you can go run all on board all you want. Do what you want. I'm going to come in when it's drastic. And I think a lot of y'all don't understand that a man shows his strength when it's needed. I think a lot of the times y'all look at men who are putting on this little tough exterior and they faking.
All that comes from TV, bro.
They faking.
TV.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all like, oh, that's a
Rap
man
music.
right there. No, it's not. It's not.
TV, the music, all these images that you see online is about dudes being super machismo 24/7.
Right.
And really, that's corny.
It's a protection mechanism. It's let me put on this shell or this cover so I don't have to deal with any smoke. You know what I'm saying? So it's a deterrent. It's really saying I'm scared of a situation, so let me try to block it off now. Let me show y'all I got this, I got that, I got the grill, I got all this, so I don't have to deal with nothing. And I don't care what nobody say. We've seen all these situations where black men get killed. What are a lot of these black men doing when shit pop off? Running.
I'm about to say nothing.
They're running.
Running, yeah.
Period. It's about one or two dudes shooting, not even hitting their target, and the most of them are running. Y'all don't know what a real man looks like.
Did I tell y'all the story about how Caitlyn sent me upstairs to go murder somebody and I was high as hell?
Since you upstairs, you was.
What?
All right, story time real quick. Because what Chris is saying, like, I don't think women understand, like, we were, on the Eddie, we were chilling in the crib. And this, she's so funny when she's high, it's hilarious. Yeah. But she's like, somebody's upstairs. I'm like, what? I'm like, nobody's upstairs. She's like, and then a light flickered or something.
Shoot snipers?
You saw a
No,
light
no.
flicker?
She said she saw a light
It
flicker.
was Sienna?
No, Sienna was downstairs. So she grabbed Sienna. They run in the room. She's like, no, for real, go up there. But I'm like, yo, I must have ate way too much because I was like, my heart was racing.
You feel like you was in Call of Duty?
Bro, I felt like, yo, if somebody's up here, I'm really about to blast somebody. She doesn't realize the severity of that.
Right.
So I'm upstairs, laser down the hall,
Not
boom,
with
boom,
the,
boom,
not
opening
high
up,
with the.
bro. Heart
Safe.
racing because she was so convincing, bro. She was like, no, there's a light on upstairs. Somebody's up there. I'm turning on the lights, looking in the closet. Heart racing, bro. Because I'm like,
Life's about to change.
I'm really gonna have to kill somebody if they're in my house right now.
You keeping the pistol
Like,
close?
the time is now.
Close to the body?
Yeah, bro,
Or
like-
was you out here with it?
No. You know you gotta clear the corner. I was clearing corners and all that, bro. It was real. And I came downstairs like, ain't nobody upstairs.
I would pay money to see this footage.
No, it probably was hilarious to see, but I'm telling y'all, because women don't like you said. I gotta be tough when it's time to be tough.
Right.
I gotta be ready to murk somebody if it's time to murk somebody. That was like if it was somebody in the house, I'm like, doo,
And
doo.
you did your job. You did exactly what you're supposed
That's
to do.
how I'm a real
you
dude.
responded how you're supposed to respond.
But I'm saying I don't think women understand. Like they be like, he just did blah blah blah. Then I gotta go over there and handle that. She sent me upstairs to murk somebody.
Right.
Then that's power though.
Murder.
That's power though.
Life.
I think that women sleep on that power too. Like y'all can easily make us move when we need to.
Yeah,
If y'all are in the right setting.
bruh. Heart was like,
Yeah, as it should be.
I was like, God damn.
As it should be. That's your.
Please don't nobody be in this closet, bro.
No, that heart pumping is just amplifying your senses. For
Yo,
what you
I
need
know,
to
because
do.
I was like, I don't hear nothing. I went in the
Y'all got
unfinished
white
bit.
walls and carpets and all that.
I'd have stained it.
Yo, you would have shot the shit out of goddamn
Yo.
Sienna's teddy bear or some
Yo, man.
shit. Blast.
I'm all in the
Teddy
closets.
bear.
I looked under the bed. I looked everywhere, man. I was like, yo, ain't nobody up there. Like, these false alarms, god dang it. No, bro.
I don't know, man. This topic is very nuanced, just because you should know when to put your woman in check, and it should be for situations like that, so you can avoid.
When is the time, like, when do you put your woman in check?
I think it's more a proactive thing, and I think that's why it's so problematic, because y'all have intuition. Y'all don't really have a lot of foresight, so y'all don't understand why a man is saying, don't wear those shorts out. Y'all are like, I want to wear these shorts. It looks good. And they do look good. It might look good. It might be enticing to me. But I'm not thinking it looks good. I'm thinking about what's going to happen from those
attention that
shorts.
comes from the
And I
shorts.
think it's just the lack of understanding of how we see things. We see things different. Y'all might be like, oh, it'll be fun to do this today. It might be fun to do this today. And we like, man, I ain't worried about that. And that could be a problem too. You too worried about the future. Enjoy the day.
See, when I think
Okay,
about
but wait. Because I'm gonna tell you as a woman, it feels different. I know you don't like it, but the way you say it matters. So if you say, I think some different shorts would be better, or try them jeans I saw, or what about that maxi skirt or whatever that we bought the other day?
That might be good guy shit.
Right. Okay, fair.
know what
But
I'm
what I'm saying is versus you're not wearing that out with me.
But if the right guy, and I
don't say it
think
like
the
that.
tricky thing too is if the right guy says it,
Facts.
y'all gonna hear it differently.
Yeah.
If the guy that you settled for, if you settled for, says that, you can be like, who you
Nope.
talking to?
Yeah.
The
Who you
right guy
talking to?
speaks softly to me. So if you're a woman and the right guy
Because
don't
you're
speak
a woman-
softly to you,
because
then
you're a woman
that's
who has
your business.
You're a woman who has some semblance of peace. I think a lot of women haven't even submitted to themselves, and I feel like that's a topic we should talk about. Y'all ain't even submitted to who y'all are. And what y'all's morals are. Y'all just follow y'all friends and y'all worried about and being accepted by people. You're not really, you might even think like, oh, this ain't right. Doing this isn't, fucking all these dudes isn't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might think like that, but y'all might be like, oh, that ain't gonna give me no friends. That ain't gonna give me constant penis from dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all haven't even submitted to yourselves to a degree. But I think when you have a woman who understands, yeah, she gonna hear it different. But with women like in this video, she can be like, man, who you talking to?
Well, that goes with everything. Because I was watching a video the other day, a reaction video, and the dude was like, he asked the woman, like, okay, if a guy that you're attracted to does one thing and a guy that you're not attracted to does the same thing, how are you going to interact? And we already know that the guy that she's attracted to, that energy is,
Get a different response.
yes. So it's not about the action. The guy that you're attracted to could do nothing, which we know because he's still going to get the ass. And the guy that you're not attracted to, he's going to have to work 10x and he probably still going to get the ass.
And you know what?
But to go
Are we
back
talking
on
in
the,
terms of just like what, like disrespect? Like
No,
Which
period.
one I'm gonna fly off the handle?
Period. If a guy that you're attracted to comes up to you in a club and say, hey, you in that dress, bring that ass over here, you might just because of how he looks. But if a guy that you're not attracted to hits you with the same thing, nothing. If they both come up to you, sweet nothings, and it was nice, you're not rolling with the dude if you're not attracted to him. It's okay.
And I think even y'all, I think y'all response will be different. You'll walk over to the guy, even if he says something that's borderline disrespectful, you might walk over to him and be like, yo, don't talk to me like that.
No, they're like, oh my God, you so funny.
I was gonna say they'll
We
interpret it
already know.
as banter. Like
We
I'm gonna say
know.
something, spicy back to you, and then we're gonna make a game of it.
But,
Like,
Yeah.
but you know
if
what-
I find you
you
attractive,
know what's, you know,
but if I don't, I'd be like, don't do me.
you know
But
what's
they
funny
did
on
the
the,
same thing.
you know what's funny
Exactly.
on
I'm
a
just
deeper level
telling you
though?
you're right.
I know.
Like, it's natural, and that's fine for y'all to be attracted to those dudes. The only thing that we
Yeah.
I think a lot of the times we say the same word all the time. Just take accountability for the dudes you like, and a lot of what y'all like comes from y'all's programming. We're all programmed, so it takes a real woman to have accountability, and
I'm
that
unplugged,
accountability
Chris.
opens up the door to be like, why do I like men like this?
Yeah.
And then you get to a deeper level where you can maybe dissect that and maybe find some semblance of peace and actually change some things. You know what I'm saying? To understand what you really need versus what you like. You know what I'm saying? And maybe what you like isn't that good for you. I like Krispy Kreme donuts. Them shits is amazing.
Okay.
But do I need to eat them all the time? No.
Okay.
Lydia's
Fair.
like, we're different because I would just go get Krispy Kremes.
No,
Discipline.
but to go
No,
back to your
yes.
point, because initially you had asked like, when is the appropriate time to check your woman?
Well, no, I wasn't saying when is. So for me, like, I don't really think I have to check Caitlyn much. I think the only time I really checked her, and it wasn't like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you hear check, you almost hear like, it's like added aggression to it. Nah,
I
sometimes
think
you
it's
guys.
just asserting yourself as I'm the
Correct. Say
dominant
correct.
force here.
Say correct. Say correct.
Correct, check, whatever. But I
Correct.
think what it means
Well,
is
the
you're
only
just
time I've
asserting yourself
actually
as the
had to
dominant
do
force.
it was like I had to let her know, like, all right, what you do at work, how you talk to them, that's one thing, but how you gonna talk to me, how you gonna show up with me, that's a different thing.
That's what I was about to get at, though, because
what
I
I'm
think that I was gonna ask you if the time where you felt you had to do that, she had like an elevated tone, like you felt like she was almost yelling at you or
No.
speaking to you crazy.
I don't remember. It was an energy. It's never about, I think y'all get into what was said and how it was said. And me, it's all energy. You could say something mad low and your energy is to be disrespectful. I go off of that. I don't care about the extra stuff.
Yo,
it's
if
about,
I thought what y'all would say was if she's yelling at me.
no, because you could be yelling and be happy. I don't care about none of that. It's all about
Yelling
intent.
when mad.
I'm gonna say
It's about intent.
Okay.
If you intend to disrespect me, no matter if you're saying it soft, if you're saying it hard, it don't matter. You're trying to disrespect me. All the extra stuff is for y'all. I don't care about that.
So Dean, he said he sees past all that fluff, like
Ass.
volume.
So you don't care what Caitlyn said as long as it's not disrespectful, even if she said it loud.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
The loud is
the-
just extra.
But you know what's crazy? We talk to each other different. Like a whole bunch of guys will be
Right.
in a room and we'll be yelling at each other.
Yeah, it don't mean
You
nothing.
know what I'm saying? And it might get aggressive, but it's about what's being said.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel the same?
We'll
like
pick
if
that
Caitlyn
out.
not Caitlyn.
Like if me and Kadeem are yelling at each other, I'm not necessarily thinking, yo, he's yelling at me.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his body language and I'm focusing on what he's saying.
but I'm saying if Crystal yells at you, do you be like, whoa, don't yell at
I'm
me?
gonna think this is a drastic situation. I'm gonna think she's taking this situation to a drastic place because
That,
this is something
that
serious
gives you an
to her.
idea of how serious she
It's not
feels about
necessarily. I'm not necessarily taking it as disrespect. I'm being like, oh shit, this is serious now because she's.
And nah,
She's
because
up there.
most of the times when I gotta like peep what she's doing, she's not saying anything. It's body language. It's her energy. It's how she might have just rolled her eyes. I'd be like, yo, who you rolling your eyes at? It don't gotta be nothing verbal.
Yeah.
85% of communication is nonverbal. That's
Right.
people. Period. That's
Right.
not a Kadeem and Caitlyn exclusive. That's everybody. So if somebody's talking to you, yeah, like Chris just said, a group full of dudes, and me and Welly yelling at each other nonstop. It's always love. It don't matter what we talking about.
Yeah.
Shit, it could get to the point where we be like, nigga, fuck you. No, fuck you. That's still my guy.
Yeah.
It ain't about, you know what I'm saying? I think sometimes, like Chris, I get all the fluff. It's so much fluff on everything we do, even down to work emails. You just listen to somebody, you be on a work call and they be talking, you like, what are you talking about, Sam? You just trying to sound busy now.
Right.
What are you actually doing?
You
I
could
don't
have said
care
that.
about all
in 2.5
yeah, you could have said that in
sentences.
them. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I just same thing when we talk about music, all this different stuff. I just try to cut through all the extraness that they try to give me. Sometimes the extraness is good. That's what the entertainment is for. But what is the real root of whatever we're getting at? So sometimes the root, even if she's not yelling, there might be a real issue there that you got to pull up on. It don't got to be just because it's tied to yelling or a certain tone.
And that's what leaders are supposed to do. Leaders are supposed to look underneath the hood to a degree.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the times we want that from y'all because we'll do certain things and we'll want y'all to just understand the end of what we're saying. Like when I'm saying like I don't want you wearing that, I'm just using that as an example. Because personally, I feel like if you have to check your woman all the time, you might have picked the wrong woman.
Yeah, she don't respect you.
Right. And you have to constantly say the same things over again. But anyways, I think a lot of times we want that from y'all. We want that understanding from y'all. And we can't get it. We get more so, oh, he's possessive or
trying to
da-da-da, he's
control
being too
me.
nice.
Yep.
Or it's always an extreme rather than, yo, let me understand this man. And I think with the good guy thing, it's crazy. Like, yo, how was your life? What's the end result with this good guy? How are you feeling? You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all look for volatility. A volatile relationship is not a healthy
They
relationship.
think that's passion, bro. They mix
Right.
that volatility
Right.
up with passion, and you know the good guy is boring because he's predictable.
'Cause he's
consistent.
consistent.
Yep, consistency for. It sounds weird because women say they want consistency, but the things that you could look into a guy's life and tell if he's consistent or not from the jump, they ignore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? How is he with his job? How is he with the gym? These are all things that are indicators that, like, oh no, this dude takes stuff really serious. Is he on time? That's why y'all think. I mean, I was a little late today, which is funny, but.
Go in. Go.
No, what I'm saying is the things that people are doing that shows consistency. I think women a lot of times overlook it because it's not.
It's not exciting.
Yeah, nothing is exciting about doing the same stuff over and over and over and over and over to make it work.
But you know what's crazy? That's how you keep security. There's no security without consistency.
Nope.
But y'all want volatility, all this unpredictable stuff. That ain't safe. Do y'all want security or what? Do y'all want security or do y'all want excitement?
And they
I'm
don't show
all for
consistency
women
on the
wanting. Yo,
moves.
we're never on this podcast. Everybody in this room, I'm never gonna down what you want. It's all about these responses. Like I'm doing this and I'm getting that. That's why we sit here and we tell y'all, yo, that's why you're getting that. That's why you're getting that result. And y'all like, no, that ain't. All right. Go ahead and do what you want to do.
Keep doing it. You're the crazy one, not me.
It's sometimes it both can't be true. You can't say you want security and want excitement. It's a dance, but
and you keep dating scammers.
But you know, it's a
You know what I'm
dance,
saying?
and it's
You
more
can't.
of a slower build.
Yeah.
I can give Crystal consistency, and we can have good fun, but on the foundation is going to be consistency. We're going to build on consistency. I'm not building on fun. We can't build on fun. You know what I'm saying? So that's not going to be the prime mover here.
But Chris, fun looks good on the gram.
Man,
Make a little time for fun. But because
No, fun is the goal. Fun is the goal.
necessary, yeah.
Fun
No,
is the
man.
goal.
Fun is
like
a
that's why I said, what are we
byproduct.
working for? I'm working so we can have a more comfortable lifestyle.
Fun is a byproduct. Like he said, he's working to create a foundation to have a more. It's like, well, okay, yeah, it's cool if we go on a run and we do all these things in a couple of months. But what is it like if him and Crystal together? They together for 40 years and they did all the stuff over a lifetime.
Yeah,
What y'all looking at? What are you really trying to do? Or you just want to do it for a couple of months?
That's a
and Post
word.
it on the gram.
that's a word.
I'm just saying.
That's that foresight though.
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
that's that gap right there. No, that's a word.
They don't think about that though.
But there's a and I'm gonna play devil's advocate because he did just drop a gem, but I think it also is tomorrow ain't promised. I think a lot of times a lot of people think like that. They're like, oh, tomorrow's not promised.
I feel like more women.
I wanna have fun- I wanna have fun this week.
stance on things.
I want to have fun this week. Cause
I feel you on that, but now, especially like once you have kids, I don't think about just my tomorrow.
right. Yep.
But even still, tomorrow's not promised. So wouldn't you love to take Sienna on to the park today?
I'd like to be
you know
able
what
to
I'm saying?
secure
I think
Sienna's
that's
future
what-
past the park.
Yes.
And the park is
but
free.
Also,
Yeah.
you want to take pictures with her in the snow, and you want to take pictures when she's dressed up for Halloween.
It's a balance.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
I'm relating what he's saying to what you said.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No,
tomorrow's
we-
not promised. So make
We
time
do all
for the
those things,
special
but the stuff you're talking about, like Chris said, is free. That's not the stuff these parents are talking about.
taking her to Busch Gardens ain't free, or taking her to wherever y'all want to go, or most things cost money. The majority of things.
I
cost.
get that, but I'm saying at the end of the day, it's about creating longevity.
Yeah.
It's not about having it for this moment. I'm not doing no flash in the pan type stuff. So
But you know what's crazy? We're made as a unit to have that balance be a given. That balance should be a given with a healthy woman and a healthy man. Like if I have my woman's job is to keep me present. That's her job, is to inspire me, keep me present where I can be inspired in that space. And my job is to be looking at the bigger picture. Her job is to be right there watching my steps. If it's a healthy thing, us two together, it's balanced like naturally. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be my job to worry about fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm not saying a man shouldn't be worried about fun, but my first thought shouldn't be, yo, how are we gonna have fun today? My first thought should be, how are we gonna get to this level? And maybe your job can be, how am I gonna keep him laughing, smiling, and enjoying the process? You know what I'm saying? And actually feel like fulfilled to a degree. I don't know. It's just
that's even the
I
same
feel like that
conundrum
goes
I'm
into,
having
like,
with the
making
whole.
a house a home. Like your job is to think about how to get the house and how to, the finances behind all of that and what you got to do to get there and who you got to talk to and who you got to call and what steps you have to put in place to get whatever house. She's gonna buy the decorator.
right.
You know what I'm saying? She's gonna find the Christmas tree with the snow on it or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's her job to think about those things.
Right.
Not entirely.
And you know what's crazy? You know
give
what's
and
beautiful,
take.
but you know
whatever.
what's beautiful about that shit? When we are present, we actually come up with the most inspired ideas, and we can actually put something into our process and our path. You know what I'm saying? When we're actually sitting with the family, having a good time, and we're actually present there, a lot of the best ideas come in that moment. So I feel like it.
And you're probably sitting at the table with a wonderful tablecloth, and the table's all set nice because she went to Target.
But that's the natural order, though. We look at women and we think, how can I get a woman? And we go out and we go into the world and we build up our value. It's all built that way for a reason.
They
It's
don't
supposed to
get
be
that,
like that,
bro.
It's supposed to be like that.
They don't get that. We
We
have
should get that.
No,
if you
but
want a soft
women
life where you
don't
get to
get
buy
that.
decorator
Men,
Y'all
pillows,
so-
men have to go out and create their value. You guys are born with y'all's.
Yep.
But you don't want to realize that you were born with it, because then it limits it down to, okay, my ability to have children and this thing between my legs is where most of my value to men comes from. Then that feels
yeah,
like,
that
oh,
doesn't sound good.
it's the truth.
insane.
Why does
I'm
the
not, listen. I'm
But
just.
anyway?
Lydia,
Don't let Lydia
But Lydia-
derail my
No,
point.
I was agreeing with you.
I'm not finished though. You don't have to agree with the fact. It's the truth. So like Chris said, we have to go out and get it. I have to create my value to make it so that women want to see me as valuable. They want to have a family with me. They want to do X, Y, and Z. But you guys take your time, the thing that we say is valuable that y'all have, and waste it for mad long, boom, 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 all the way till you're 30. Then you're 30 and you're like, I kind of want a family now.
You know,
That's counterproductive.
you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? We'll say pussy power, the pussy is powerful, but I hate to be corny here. The Spider-Man quote: "With great power comes great responsibility." It's fact though, because when y'all are born with inherent value, that means you have to protect yourself. But y'all want to be free. That's not protection. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because y'all struggle with self-esteem issues and image issues and all that stuff. If we went back to that simplicity, y'all would be born and inherit that much confidence just off of that value alone. Y'all are born valuable already. And I'm not saying the world treats you like that.
Yeah.
That's a whole different topic. And a lot of men don't treat you like that. But it's your life. So put yourself, the same thing I said to men, if you're not feeling appreciated, put yourself in areas where you can be appreciated. Women, you are born with value. Put yourself in spaces where you can be valued and be cutthroat with it. If you don't value me, if I have to question it, and not societal standards, or is he kissing my feet? Is he doing this? Is he taking me on these trips? Is he doing that? No. Is a man really valuing? What does that look like?
You know what's funny about the kissing my feet thing? He'd be the good guy that she said I walked all over him and I got him up out of here. He'd be the same
Type
guy.
of nigga to
Yeah.
kiss your feet.
They want the guy that never would kiss their feet to kiss their feet.
Yeah.
It's an oxymoron.
And I'm not even.
I'm the dude I am because I won't do that shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong
And
with y'all?
Unless you're a foot guy.
I feel like because that's
That's
why
a thing for me then at that point.
I was.
That's not for her. That's for you.
But you know what's crazy? There's a difference between being worshipped and being valued.
Facts.
A lot of women want to be worshipped, and you're not that. So when you put yourself in that God-like space, where that goddess-like space, it's already off key. You're already out of alignment because
You know what I
you're
wanted to talk about too, Chris?
Like that girl from Kink World.
right. I'm a goddess. No, you're gonna be used up because you are not in abundance. You're a part of abundance. You're not abundant at all. That's why you're born with value. You're born with a limited amount of eggs. So you're finite in your own little setting. But what you're a part of and what you can create is bountiful if you're in that right setting.
The whole one day we're gonna have to do all our clips. We're gonna have to review our own clips and read some of these comments.
Oh, that's funny.
But the
should do
the
that.
competition anxiety one that we posted, what was that, yesterday?
Yeah.
Everybody, not everybody, but because it has more likes than it has comments. But the comments are like, "Oh no, he gonna take me as I am," or "I ain't chasing nobody." And if you read my comment, it's about you being better, you for you, and that will make a better you for y'all and a better y'all. Why would I not want to? You compete at work. We compete in this podcast space. You compete for everything else in life, but you don't want to compete to keep your person. You don't want to compete to keep everything fresh. Even in that comment, I said you still got to go out and work to keep your relationship fresh. I'm not going to get my girl and then we stop dating. That's dumb.
Bro.
People are so weird.
When your manager walks in your office and says, "This office needs to be cleaned up a little bit,"
And you be, oh, I got the broom.
what you about to do? You gonna talk back to him? Oh, okay.
Bro, if your office said, "Hey, man, we're going to have cutbacks. It's 20 y'all in here. We only need 10. And the top 10 are going to be here." What you going to do then? You're going to be scrambling to work
Y'all gonna
hard.
ramp it up.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta do it.
But if you said the same thing like, "Oh, your girl, there's 10 guys in the room. Your girl is attracted to all of them. She's going to take the best one. You're not going to keep competing." That sounds stupid to me.
That's why men stop chasing women. Stop. Like Willie said, pursue your purpose. They don't see being behind you or with you as lucrative. That's the difference maker. The manager is paying them. They don't see that they can get anything of any value or fruitful from you. Even if it's your seed that creates their children, they don't see that as a lucrative thing.
Yeah.
So go create your value and then let the woman come to you.
And
Period.
they will come. You'll have options, sir.
They will come.